Welcome to the Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Josh Carney. Entering free agency, the Pittsburgh Steelers had a significant need along the defensive line, one that could arguably have been bigger than quarterback. Names like Milton Williams and Jonathan Allen, not to mention Javon Hargrave, were the top targets. With a major need opposite Cameron Hayward, it felt like a safe assumption that the Steelers would land one of those names. Turns out, they didn't. Allen landed with Minnesota for 3 years and $60 million. Williams signed with New England for 4 years and $104 million. It's unclear what Hargrave signed for with the Vikings, but the market along the defensive line, it's completely out of control. It's disappointing that the Steelers missed out on those talents at the position of need, but it's understandable that they didn't want to be throwing around that type of money along the defensive line, especially with the amount of talent and depth that is available in the 2025 NFL draft class at the position. Names like Derek Harmon, Walter Nolan, Kenneth Grant, and Tyleik Williams all make sense for the Steelers in the trenches in the draft. A name like J.J. Pegues later on in the draft does as well. Free agency can be very risky, and mistakes can easily be made when the open market is buzzing. The Steelers have received quite a bit of criticism for not landing that big-name defensive lineman. But in this instance, seeing the amount of money thrown around, they were right to avoid and shift their attention to the draft. That's where this team will be built. That's where the urgency will show. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Alex Kozora and Dave Bryan every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.